Radiation protection falling. Radiation protection falling. Radiation protection offline. Radiation protection stabilizing. Radiation protection stabilizing. Radiation protection stabilizing. Radiation protection stabilizing. Units received. Units received. Units received. Technology recharging. Protection falling. Ground protection falling. Ground protection falling. Temperature levels stabilizing.
usually mute myself. I don't, I don't want it to interfere with the background sound, so because it collides and you can hear the echoing. So I usually leave talking down to when somebody asks a question or something like that. If it's something that it's too much to type or something, that I usually detail it in words, vocally. Yeah, my character build at the moment is fairly temporary. I know about the linking and the stacking of the, shields and so on. So I'm gonna get more technical about that and start swapping out my radiation protection and stuff. Once I get everything collected, I'm trying to get all my blueprints and stuff together, and then I'll really get down to the nitty-gritty when it comes to all that and get my suit as much capacity as possible. Then eventually find a home world, that a place I can call, home. I've been real patiently searching. Like that's the system that I'm currently in actually has 2 tropical planets, but they're lacking. It seems to be lacking one thing or another, and I don't know if it's I know on PC, this game looks pretty good. And then there's mods also on PC where it makes the planets look a little more lusher and stuff. But I believe I saw a video the other day of a gentleman that was on a PS4, and he actually discovered a pretty foresty looking planet, which looked really, really awesome, man. And he was really surprised that he had discovered it. So I'm hoping to come across something like that. Something very dark green, dark lush green, foresty look, and that's what I really wanted. Even if it had like a couple lakes or something going on, that would be cool. Oceans would be awesome. You can't get the best of everything, but even if it's really lush, dark green, foresty type of looking planet with a couple of spotted lakes, that would be awesome. I'd call that home, with some fair weather, a decent amount of fauna, and a decent amount of flora. So I'm really shooting for that, and I'm really trying to be patient with that. And I'm just using the exploration of what I'm doing right now, exploring Atlas and trying to do all the story and everything before heading for the center of the universe. I'm trying to just use that opportunity to just farm. I know there's better ways of farming. I know probably the way I'm doing it is very noobish and tedious with farming emeralds and stuff, but I'm sure it's the introductory of the game. So like later on, circuit boards and stuff, yes, I look forward to getting more into all that. But I'm pretty sure I'm not there yet. I have to learn the formulas and stuff. So everything takes time with this game, and I'm in no rush to get to the center of the universe. So I do plan on doing a lot of exploration, but I want to find that perfect world. I'm really that's just a big thing for me. I want to find the perfect world for me to call home. So, and build an awesome farm, or maybe get real creative and build something unique in the sort, and start, put an address out there. Maybe people will want to look at it one day. But until then, I'm just going to be exploring story, and just gathering everything that I can together, and then I'll really break down my character once I feel like I'm ready, and reestablish everything in terms of the modules and stuff like that. Yeah, and then, you know, start getting more into freighters, exos, and all that. I look forward to it, you know. So I hope you guys stick around and keep viewing my streams, because I'll be streaming No Man's Sky for quite a while, I think. I'll be streaming other things here and there as well. I'm pretty well-rounded gamer, so I sometimes tend to stray away, but I always, it's things that attract me and things that keep me interested. I tend to always stream more mainstream. So yeah, so I'll definitely be, this will be my top streaming game for the moment, as far as it goes. I'm looking for future updates, in case you guys, I don't know, maybe you're just No Man's Sky fans, that's why you're viewing my stream, or maybe you're just interested in just, you know, browsing around. But if you can, please subscribe, because I also plan on, you know, streaming a lot of games in the future. And those games also include the Last Night, which is a big game that I look forward to see. It's a cyberpunk genre game, and I really look forward to it. It's my next big indie game that I plan on streaming, so I hope you guys stick around for that. But I'll definitely be streaming No Man's Sky for quite a while though. That's my main stream. Well, I think this is not the system that I am shooting for by any means, so we're just gonna move on here. So I think, you know, I made some decent money here, and I think we're ready to move on from this system and continue proceeding forward on what's next to come.
Technology recharge.
So I do plan on going back to Suitable Site at some point. I'm just trying to get Atlas done at the moment, wherever that takes me, and then I guess I'll try back to do Atrium or whatever his name is, the other Traveler's story. I've been also looking into Waken Titan. I've been, you know, getting into this game's community more. Last night I looked into some videos, some YouTubers. Pretty decent community going on for this game, very dedicated people, a lot of people coming back to it, you know, giving it a second chance, which is awesome. I think it deserves that. I never played it initially when it came out. I never fed too much into the hype initially. Me being a longtime gamer, I've learned my lesson decades ago, I want to say. So you never feed into the hype too much. You usually just wait for final product. Then you know, there you go, you know, that's your game. So I usually, you know, I stopped pre-ordering games a long time ago. I sometimes do it for my collector's edition, because I am a big collector's edition swag fanatic. So I have a wall of statuettes and busts and stuff like that from many different games over the years. But with that being said, you know, I've never really, you know, you'll never fall for trailers and stuff like that, especially E3. E3's fun. I love E3. It gives you a lot of insight into the future of gaming, things like that. But don't ever fall too deep into the trailers. You know, that's my personal experience in gaming. So with that being said, you know, I never played the game initially coming out the gate because of the initial mishaps with the game. So I said, you know what, I'll give it a chance. You know, I'll give it a chance down the road. I'll let them update the game, let them do what they got to do, and that's exactly what's been going on. So, you know, I really I am enjoying the game as a newcomer, I'm a noob. Like I said, I've put in little to nothing next to many people that have been playing this since day one, I'm sure. But I look forward to being more involved with the community as it goes along. Maybe even getting more into the nitpicking at the Waking Titan and stuff like that. I'm gonna look into all that stuff more and get a better, finer understanding of all that. So with that being said, I'm gonna move forward. I don't want to hold up. I'm not very good at talking and multitasking, as you can see sometimes, because I like to just be very clarified about what's being discussed before proceeding. So we're gonna leap forward. But I can't multitask. It's just, yeah, I do feel, you know, PlayStation, you know, and I'm a big, like I said, I'm a well-rounded game. I'm not a biased gamer by any means of the word. You know, I love PC gaming. I do Steam, I do Xbox console gaming, I do PS4 console gaming, and I'm a big handheld person. I love my Vita, you know, you know, Nintendo DS's and stuff are fun, but my Vita's my thing. And so anyway, with that being said, I believe that Sony didn't appreciate the gem they had on their hand. I think that they would have given this game another year, you know, and actually funded it well. I think this game had a lot going on for itself. But anyway, you know, fast forwarding to now, 1.5 sounds very promising. I do believe I feed into that right now. I feed into a lot of the people and the YouTubers that are stating, you know, about what's going on with 1.5. I do believe in it, you know, just from the little things I've been looking at. You know, developers, especially what's been going on with this developer, I think they're trying to revive themselves and trying to really cater to their community and their base. So they're giving them something to do, and I would like to be a part of that. So with that being said, I do believe in the feeding into the little tidbits that they're throwing out there about Waking Titan and what's been going on and possible 1.5. Maybe some added more elements to multiplayer, which would be awesome. But I'm not going to feed too deep into that whole multiplayer aspect of it, like them adding something where we're actually going to be chilling together. I'll see it when it happens, you know? But this game has that potential. It's a server-based game, so a lot of firmware updates can be done to basically overhaul the game as a whole, you know, and make it a completely different game than they wanted to down the road. So we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, but Sony should have really, I think if they would have taken their time and let Sean really create the art that he wanted to create, I think it would have been a different story right now. But you can't, you know, you can't dwell on that shit, man, you know? And like I said, as a longtime gamer, you know, you learn to not settle for status quo, because I truly do believe in a lot of the discussion about not letting developers and publishers fly under the radar with this type of misleading and false advertisements. And it's been going on for a long time, longer than before No Man's Sky, believe it or not. But it just so happens that No Man's Sky was a big culprit really misleading. Like, it was one of the biggest, it just so happens to be one of the biggest misleading games of all time. And that it will always be on history for. But a lot of that has to do with Sony. So Sony will have to fall on some of that blame. But dude, you know, they can definitely pick up this game and make it what they want it to be. It's never too late, you know. And this is the era of patchwork, you know. This is the era of gaming patchwork. I can't remember the last time I played a game that was, you know, polished to a T, you know, out the gate. It's been very long time ago. I'm trying to think of something. I want to say maybe Conker's Bad Fur Day, you know, unlike Nintendo 64 and the original Xbox, because that was an awesome game, right? One of the best games ever. That was a well-polished game of its time. You know, nothing wrong with that game. Not that I know of. You know, from over the years, there's never been much discussion of anything wrong. Just been a lot of praises. That's just one game. I'm sure there's many others, but it's, you know, that's an era long time ago, man. And we're talking, you know, that's 3 generations of consoles ago, 4 generations of consoles ago, maybe even going into 5 when you go into Nintendo 64 and stuff. Then you got Dreamcast and so on. So yeah, gaming needs to be, you know, you can't let these developers get away with that, man. Yeah, No Man's Sky is a great game. I'm a fan now, you know. I think it's always going to attract new people and new fans. Oops. He didn't like that too much, whatever. So I'm actually, I appreciate everyone viewing. Welcome to DeathCuznOfSleep's stream. I appreciate you guys viewing and being a part of my little community here. With that being said, I'm gonna take a quick break. It won't be long, but I'm gonna grab a bite to eat for lunch, things like that, people. And I'll be back shortly. I'm gonna leave the stream running in the background, so I don't have to revamp the stream. But I will be back shortly. I'm just gonna look at a couple of things here. There's not much going on in this system, I think. I think this is gonna be a quick system. I'm gonna go to Atlas, take care of business there. Anyway, I'll be right back, guys. Thank you for viewing. So I'm back. Real briefly, I got somebody setting some stuff up. I'm actually a chef by profession, so yeah, that's what I do. But anyway, let's see what we got here. And this not. Hold on. Let me see what the fuck I got going on here. All right. So blah 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 blah. I have platoon. You know, whatever that's worth. I got one more word before I need to fill that. I'll fill that later. Need iron. We should be iron, so I don't have to really do too much harvesting. I'm trying to make this brief. I'm trying to get Atlas done. You know, I'm trying to really move around as much as possible and as quickly as possible from planet to planet. I'm not focusing too much on desert planets anymore and things like that. If I see something lush, if I see something green, then I'm gonna go to it. But I'm really trying to just keep moving forward at this point. I think I've done a good job in terms of collecting some funds and, you know, units and stuff for myself for now. I got a pretty decent fucking firearm, or mining or multi-tool, I should say. Sorry. And I also have a decent ship. You know, right off the bat, I did one of those missions and I got this ship for free. So that was pretty cool, and it had 27 slots. And then I just did one last night, and the ship that I found only had 23 slots. So I'm doing pretty good for myself, I think, on this thing. So with that being said, let's see if they got iron for sale. They do not have iron for sale. So is there anything else? I did say fire. So this system has 3 planets. Mass production. Sustainable. Unthreatening. Sounds pretty cool. Sounds like a place you can find some pretty decent exotic ships. Sustainable. I think this is one that are mass production and stuff like that. Like when it's looking pretty good like these, you know, you got some pretty good chances of finding exotics, I think. Yeah. Hello Games, you know, they've had it pretty rough, man. But you can't, you know, you gotta. Let's see. You can't really. All right, let me talk to you quietly. What am I saying? You know, you gotta even it out. You know, it's partially to their blame, it's partially Sony's blame, and it's just that. You know, that's just what it is. See what these planets are about. Go to Atlas. These planets aren't promising. They are. We might be doing a little storm. This one looks pretty cool, so let's see what it's about. Lush planet. But it doesn't have that green look that I'm looking for, man. And I don't think it's what I'm looking for. When I go down there, I don't think it's going to be what I want. Radiator planet. There's supposed to be 3 in this whole system, and there's one more here. That looks interesting, and it's that. So, one promising. This one here, we're going. Check it out. No, I think, you know, I was watching a YouTuber last night. He had a good theory to it. Now, if I'm not mistaken, this game was released in May. Or some, I don't know. Anyway, with that being said, maybe I'm wrong about that. But, no, it was in April of last year, I believe, right? or April of 2016, I believe this game released. Yeah, it was around my birthday. My birthday's April 22nd. So maybe I should look and Google it real quick just so I'm more correct about this. But, or maybe somebody on the stream can tell me exactly when it had released. But I believe it was April 26th or something like that. Not too long after my birthday of 2016, or somewhere around that time. But 1.5, somebody was saying that it sounds like something that would release. It said somebody said it sounds like, you know, 1.5. They'll skip. They're gonna skip a patch number basically, right? So instead of going 1.4, blah blah blah, they're at 1.3 now, whatever have you. And so 1.5, May 1st, we had this whole little theory. Long story short, I thought it sounded kind of cool, and it gives them some time. So honestly, and then 1.3 just released not too long ago, right? It hasn't even been a year, right? So yeah, May 1st sounds about right, man. And then I guess it all depends too with what's going on with the Titan Awaken as well and stuff like that. Awaken Titan. So I have to get. I'm really gonna start looking into some more of that Awaken Titan, man. It's really interesting stuff. The whole breaking that down. I'm gonna go to the website and check it all out. I don't see anything. I'm trying to scan. I don't see shit. And this is not the look I'm looking for, man. This is why I'm kind of floating around here. This is not exactly what I want. This is not, this grass, this yellow look. I think as you go more to the center of the universe, things become a little more interesting, you know? Plants become more diverse. So I think, you know, looking for my planet out here is not going to do it. I just need to finish this Atlas stuff, start traveling toward that center. Get the Atrium Traveler stuff done as well. So yeah, it was around my birthday of 2016 because I do remember saying to myself, oh, you know, I might buy this game, man, because it might be like this birthday gift to myself at the time. We'll see how it pans out, but as you know, I did not buy it out the gate. Yeah, I kind of figured, you know, I have some people. Sorry about that. So yeah, back to the discussion. I figured, now that the story, because a lot of people wish that the Atlas and all that existed, I guess, when the game first came out. All right, cool. So a lot of people are going back and they're redoing the game and starting permadeath runs and all this. Cool, give you replay value for your game. Go back and play it again, even after all the hard work, fuck it. Now play it a different way. But, with that being said, yes, it looks like, ideally you want to do Atlas, you want to do all that, and then you want to start adding to the center of the universe. Now, when 1.5 come out, they may release some more stuff, and then have people backtracking again to do some more, and that would be awesome. That's replay value, man. That's what it should be about. I wish they get more in depth with the space battles and stuff like that. Make them more story-oriented in some way. Make them a bigger aspect than what they are. Those little space encounters and stuff like that. Make it feel more alive. Little things like that will go a long way. Basically, all they need to do is not try to get too far-fetched with the game and just build the game they wanted to build from the beginning. And they have the opportunity to do it, and and people are starting to forgive them a bit now, and people are like, whatever. Start making the game you really wanted to make when you wanted to make it, and do it now, man. Don't start doing all these other crazy fucking ideas, and then you never even fix the game that you wanted to make to begin with. So start building on those space battles, doing things like that, and they'll be better off, So I think we're moving from this system very quickly. Like I said, this wasn't going to be long at all here. Yeah, this system's going to be behind us right now. And we're going to move forward.
Received.
Wow, they keep bringing me further and further away from the center. It's funny. It's kind of going toward it. But then I'm going to have to backtrack at some point, and I got to go back here. It's going to be a trip, but it'll all be worth it. I got to get back there and start setting up those beacons. So we're going to head... Wow, let me see if there's anything else out to the open areas that I can maybe has more option. Something that has more option here. Yeah, they should, make it in the sense of order of what they needed to fix when the game was launched. So now they did the graphical things, the graphical patchwork, this, that, and the third, made it a little more multiplayer oriented with being able to see the orbs, steps, baby steps at this point. And then I think that they've taken those baby steps to 1.3. And I think that's why 1.5 makes more sense than anything, because I think now they've done their baby steps, and now they're ready to make that leap into making the game what it's supposed to become. So we're gonna see, guys. We're gonna see. So I think 1.5 as a major big update will make more sense. Instead of just keep nitpicking at that, I think they know what they need to do, so just do it, and then from there start working on some more creative things along with some more patchwork. Trying to see what system I want to work to. I can't get to that one, so I don't know, this system just doesn't look very intriguing to me, man. So I'm gonna hop to this guy. You know, more options here. Maybe I'll find the planet I'm looking for. I was lucky enough that this ship also came with a +1 warp drive, so that's kind of helping. You know, it's getting me a little further out. The jumps are a little greater. See, so these things need to be more evolved. Yeah, it's cool that the ship commander, you know, the fleet commander contacts you, so on and so forth. I just think this could be a little more involved. Or maybe make them more, where, you know, other players can get involved in these, you know, all of a sudden. Maybe they can't travel back with you to a planet when they're in the system, but they can be out here in the open space fighting with you and helping you accomplish some of these battles on a larger scale. That would be pretty fucking awesome, you know? And other people can get involved with that. I don't know if I really need to talk to him. I think I can just talk to him after. After I do something. So I'm going to mute myself to the rear. There's going to be a lot of background feed in a battle like this.
Alert. Navigational data received.
So, I try to be careful when I'm doing these fights because one time, I think I shot too much at the ship itself one time, and it like stayed red and it kept me locked out. It was weird. So I don't know. I try to be careful when I'm fighting them sometimes. I kind of overshot that. More than I wanted to. I try to not shoot too much at the freighter when the enemies are around it, because one time I was just locked out. It stayed red, it stayed blinking and or beeping, and it wouldn't let me in. And yes, I do agree to the aspect that they could work on the reticule a little better. I mean, I'm not going to say this shooting is the most horrible I've ever experienced. It isn't by any means. It has its elements of fun, but at the same time a little frustrating. For me, it doesn't bother me so much. I think it's decently fun, the space shooting. I just think it could be better, you know. It could be better. But with the rockets and all that stuff, it's decent, you know. It's not half bad at all. We have another tropical planet. It looks bluegrass. That's cool. I like the bluegrass ones. Bluegrasses are fun. Yeah, it is. All right, let's see. So we have 5 planets in this system. 1, 2, flourishing planet. This system's looking good already. We got a tropical, flourishing with a moon. No, that's the planet in the distance. This one is supercritical planet. Whew. I don't know if I've ever seen one of those yet. Corrosive. Oh, we have a corrosive. So there's a radioactive, tropical, supercritical, and a flourishing planet. That looks green nonetheless, the flourishing. Oh, it has that yellow tone to it, man. So I don't know, it might be that yellow grassy look. And then we're missing a planet. So we have what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ha. Alright, well, you know, the first candidates are always the ones we're going to travel to first. But before that, it seems to be about as much as it goes. Alright, we're going to go to the planets and then we'll hit the space station after. I'm pretty good on inventory space for the moment. I warp again, so that means we need to open up some space. Put that in there. guess I could stack this antimatter. Do that. Make some more.
Product constructed. Product constructed. Product constructed. Product constructed.
I mean, I'll turn it into cells later. There's no rush. Working with little space, man, it's an art. It's an art to work with a little bit of space. But I've been, long time gaming, so when you do that shit, you learn how to make your space work till you get things going. Okay, guys, give me one moment. So we're just trying to keep this moving. Today I'm trying to do a lot of leaps and bounds in terms of traveling. Not trying to do too much exploring in terms of surfaces. Trying to do more space exploration today. So, but this planet looks pretty awesome so far. Still not as lush as I would want it. Now I don't know if maybe I'm wrong. Maybe somebody on the stream can help me with some info on this. What I would like to know is, last time watching a couple videos, there was a very lush planet. I believe this individual was on PS4. Everything that I've been coming across so far, though, has been very, very bland. Not as foresty and green as this one particular thing. Now I'm hoping the one that I saw was on the PS4 and I wasn't mistaken. I believe it was. Now I know these mods have been mods on Steam and PC. Look really awesome, but I mean, I enjoy playing this game on my PS4 more than I do on a PC, so I don't know, man. I hope that in 1.5 they kind of take some of those they've done it in the past with other games. They take some of those mod texture enhancements and maybe apply them in 1.5 for the PS4. So that some of these planets look a little more, or maybe I'm wrong, maybe there are planets out there that look that way on the PS4 version. I just haven't come across it. And, maybe they are far and few in between. It's just you have to be lucky enough to come across one. I would expect that Earth-like type planets aren't that frequent to begin with. So, this looks like it's in its early stages. So I think the further you go into the center of the universe, the more evolved and the more planets are, this looks like an interesting creature. The more the planets are more lush and probably more diverse in terms of vegetation and stuff. This is a very hostile sentinel planet. He's already on me. This planet looks pretty cool, though. I've kind of seen these type creatures before. Look at this guy. He's up to no good. Nice shot. This looks to be deceiving. once again, this isn't quite what I'm looking for in a planet, you know. So we'll see. We'll see if I eventually find what I want. If not, I'm gonna have to settle. You know, I'm gonna be very patient with this. I'm not gonna rush it at all. To be honest with you, it'll be a few streams before I probably find a planet. But I think I might find more luck as I start traveling toward the center of the universe once I get Atlas and everything all set up. I think I'll get more luck as we travel further in. So anyway, let's get out of here. This planet's cool. It's not for me. I'm not going to do too much. Like I said, it's going to be more of a space travel stream today. Got a lot of warp cells to use up. So, but I'm always for making money when I'm in a system. So we'll be doing that real quick. Fucking units. This is my way of making my, you know, little promise right now, people. So don't mind me. So we'll be here for a few minutes. Usually pretty quick, but yes. 7 of 11. 7 of 11. I'm not going to get too surgical with it. I'm going to grab what I can and I'm getting out of here. Look the way I got away with it. Still time to do that. Yeah, I haven't been getting too crazy with upgrading this weapon yet because I don't know if this is going to be my final weapon. I'm trying to see if I want to, you know, I'm pretty sure there's some probably nice stuff as you finish Atlas that you probably gain and stuff, you know, I don't know. I do it. I don't look too much into games when I play them. I don't like to ruin things for myself, especially exploring games. Though I have looked into some of the planets that people have found, like I said, I watched some videos, but I try to stay away from some of the juicier stuff as much as possible. Like for example, the revamped version of the center of the universe. I know it's been rehashed. I don't know exactly what it looks like, so. Trust me, there's a world of people out there that want to play this game and want to believe in it. It's just, they're making it tough, you know? But they're doing a good job, man. They're doing a good job. Doing a good job.
incoming storm. Protection falling. Thermal protection falling. Thermal protection falling.